My channel. My name is Cheese. Today I'd like to do something a little different and speak about a topic that's been a passion of mine for a while now, and that's freedom. And now's a good time to talk about it. Now, there are many areas of freedom, treating everyone equal, freedom of speech, property rights, privacy, and many more. But today I'd like to talk about privacy. Now, here in New South Wales, and I should say all of Australia, we were forced to use our QR check-in code system. And as soon as I heard this, the alarm bells, the red flags were already there. I knew the system would be breached. What I didn't know is that it would be breached so quickly. Within a few days of downloading the app, I started to receive scam text messages and calls, even late at night. So I knew early on that our phone numbers had already been breached. And I'd like to show you a clip from Channel 9, watch it together. And it goes through many other issues and many other areas where our system has been breached.
Right at the centre of a massive privacy breach. 9 News can reveal the addresses of defence sites and domestic violence shelters were made public online. Experts say the consequences could have been deadly.
Australians have been checking in to get in using QR codes so contact tracers can track the virus and businesses can be COVID safe. Governments advertise the technology as
easy and secure contactless check-in.
But no.
I'll just stop it there. They say easy and secure. Yes, it is easy, but it definitely is not secure. And they always sell these sort of programs as convenient, easy. They'll use your emotions, they'll use fear tactics to push these sort of things, but it's definitely never secure.
More than 500,000 locations in New South Wales, Victoria, the ACT, Queensland, South Australia and Western Australia, which are registered as having check-in codes, were made public via this New South Wales government website. For months, the addresses of domestic violence shelters, normally undisclosed locations where women and children flee to be safe, were visible.
It could be a matter of life and death.
The data also contains addresses of hundreds of defence sites, a Navy missile maintenance unit, bombing ranges. There were also weapons storage facilities, locations of police, including the highly trained Special Operations Group, as well as corrections facilities, critical infrastructure systems, including power stations and tunnel entry sites, even private addresses, and the home of at least one celebrity.
It just boggles the mind as to...
Even with celebrities, their privacy should be protected. Now, people don't always choose to become celebrities. I mean, if a youngster, works on has music as their passion and they work on their skills and they become famous because they're a great singer, doesn't mean that their privacy should be infringed upon. If an athlete works on their skills and becomes a great success in their field, why should their privacy be infringed just because they become a celebrity? So I would even push back further and say to the camera people and photographers, you can't even go to their homes. It's a massive privacy breach. Just because a person becomes famous doesn't mean that they should be punished by sacrificing their privacy.
There's even a necessity to publish this sort of information.
In September, technical analyst Steve Stevens found the data was public and authorities were alerted.
I just want to stop it there. Steve Stevens, luckily this gentleman did find the breach. And my point is, how many other breaches are there that we don't know of? Like, first of all, we know about the scam calls. They couldn't even keep our numbers private. And now this gentleman's discovered so many more, but there might be hundreds of more breaches that we're just simply not aware of. So we should be grateful to this gentleman.
It's the wrong people that got a hold of this.
The wrong people.
It could be used for bad things.
Sorry, I want to stop it there. I just noticed they called him or they didn't call him, they said whistleblower. It should be more, we should change that term into truth teller or something else. That whistleblower has like a negative connotation to it. So, maybe the person that's just told the truth will be a bit more honest.
October 12th, the New South Wales Customer Services Department said the data was taken down because it identified issues with the integrity of the data, but the government had not said what the integrity issue was.
I was advised of this morning in relation to certain information that was uploaded in error in respect of QR check-in location.
Okay, this is our New South Wales Premier, Dom. He is under the banner of Conservative government. Smaller government, Conservative, get out of our lives type of government. Dominic, you really need to be true to your word, be a Conservative and get rid of this system.
And it shouldn't have happened.
The state government says the Privacy Commissioner reviewed the leak.
That information was taken down.
Privacy
But
Commissioner.
those who argue vulnerable people could have been at risk say it should never have happened, and it raises more questions about how authorities handle our information.
There needs to be additional checks in place. It really is the government's job.
Jonathan,
Okay, I've got to stop it there. No, that's not the government's job to put additional checks in place. The government's job is to remove this system and make sure it never happens again. And they should go even further and make this type of system illegal. That's the government's job.
Grizzly, 9 News.
And that's the end of the clip. So the issues are, people could get financially scammed. Like, I knew they were scam text messages and calls, but I'm sure a lot of people didn't. So there's like identity theft. People could rob your house if they know you're not home. If you're scanning somewhere, people could know you're not home and thieves could rob your house. I mean, violent ex-lovers or partners, I should say, could find out where you live. In general, there could be censorship. There could be, intimidation. It's a massive government overreach and it needs to be done away with. One of my favourite people, Dr. Ron Paul, once said on the lines of something like, if you sacrifice your freedoms for security, you will lose both. Now, I'm not sure if he's the first person to say this, but I totally agree with it. No matter if you're left or right, governments will stuff things up. And and they will always sort of like use excuses. They'll tug on your emotions, they'll push fear, they'll say it's convenient, for your security, for your safety, but it never is. Sort of in a free society, the privacy for citizens should be totally private, but everything our bureaucrats and our politicians do should be transparent. We should know everything that they do. And my final point is, like, privacy gives people the power. It takes away power from big governments and corporations. So wherever you fall on the political spectrum, whether you vote Labor, left, right, Greens, Liberal Democrats, wherever you fall on that spectrum, we should really come together on this one. Because, as I said, it gives people more power over the governments. So thank you for watching. I'm not too good at these videos at the moment. It's my first one. I'm still practicing. If you can like and subscribe and support me, that would be great. Thanks for watching. Bye.